wrong at any point, like you're just gonna lose. We used to have those moments on Liquid, old Liquid, where Kuro would draft these lineups where I think he really wanted things to, like, they had to go well.
He was playing very idealized in his head.
Of course.
How we're gonna.
And I think Kyle has the same thing. Okay. But you've got different personnel.
Are you saying there is a skill difference between the Complexity members?
I think it's like you can't tilt either. You have to. Everyone has to stay like really calm more than anything. It's less about like a skill thing, and it's more just like everybody has to be on the same page. And sometimes it feels like he really wanted things like they had to go on the same page.
He was playing very idealized in his head.
Of course.
They did get their hands on the Lycan.
The same thing. Okay. But you've got different personnel.
We saw that the Lycan definitely made EG look very good. Are you saying there is a skill difference between the Complexity members?
I think it's like I think it's like you can't tilt either. Everyone has to say like really calm. They didn't have anything though. It's less about like a skill thing. It's more just like against everybody had.
Right.
They didn't.
Which is why they got stomped into the ground. I'm sure.
Who knows?
Kyle, in big time trouble, needs some help. Or maybe they've just baited the Brewmaster. And Z-Freak is here with a battery assault. Oh, we can say that now.
We could always say that.
And don't forget to subscribe to Dota Starladder TV YouTube.
Click that follow button.
I thought we were done selling out Blitz.
I'm not paid extra for that.
Got him. Oh, Moo. Moo,
not like this.
What you doing?
Super dead.
Right to the mouth or the right click.
You gotta let the animation fly through, because if you're far as he was like 400 units away, you have enough time to always dodge it.
They are just doing battle right now. Z-Freak is not going to be able to stand toe-to-toe against a Brewmaster, and especially not an Elder Titan. You gotta love ETs whenever they're facing 3 heroes like this. They just get so much extra damage.
Oh man, Moo's life is not fun.
No, it is not.
Level 1 Witch Doctor.
But he should be able to do relatively well in this lane, right?
I thought he would, but then the death happened and that complicates things. Also, when you play this matchup, you have to be kind of careful with how you use your first phase shift. If you use it to just dodge the Witch Doctor first cast, you'll die. You gotta use it to dodge the Spend Stun whenever you can.
They're even getting Howl on the Lycan.
Yeah.
So that should make things, if anything, easier for Moo in his lane.
The good news about playing Lycan is you're pretty much untouchable.
Yeah.
You're gonna get farm no matter what happens in the game. You can jungle, you're the fastest jungler, you have a high amount of HP regen, so you can always sustain.
Yeah, you never have to go back to base that hero.
Oh,
I saw like times where like Fear was at 100 HP. He's like, alright, I'll just go jungle with my 13 regen a second or whatever.
Yeah. Absurd. So FY and Z-Freak getting into a mini clash. But Z-Freak has to go back, and Moo is still level 1 at 2.5 minutes. Alright, so now...
This time...
It doesn't even matter.
The paralyzing cast is not dodged and leads into a nice chain stun there. Very well played. They are actually just destroying him.
He knew about what I was talking about. You can't dodge the first cast.
Yeah.
But he was so fast on the uptick that 1 second, the half second of stun was enough to enable the follow-up. Like, he didn't try to not stack it. He made sure he stacked it.
Yeah. They just stand right on top of melee, if possible. Moo finally does get his level 2, so things will get easier for him now. He's got an escape mechanism when he does get maledicted, but...
X-Nova's finally out of mana too. Read that sigh of relief.
He's going to have the Witch Doctor, or excuse me, the Clockwork coming up to help him. Z-Freak still only level 1 though, so that really kind of kills your kill power. Gonna go for it here. Maledict thrown out. Jump away.
Yeah, just baiting a little bit.
Oh, but as soon as the Clockwork leaves, Shadow Shaman ends up dying to this dual lane. I love the fact that LGD are putting so much pressure on this Shadow Shaman lane. Even Lycan is feeling a bit pressured right now as he does not have those levels of Feral Impulse. They're going to be able to get the stop that Shackles, and start wailing on him. Just run him down. Kyle ain't going to do shit. He's going to stand there, man fight, but he's definitely going to die, and Chalice is going to try and run his way out. Miss. Can he get out? Can he get his way through the trees? Chance. He has nothing, apparently.
Unless, if he got a miss there and somehow got out, like, call it. Just Dota does not want you to win at that point.
Ice Frog is set against you.
It's like one of those, like, you know, the old-time Romans when the Colosseum, thumbs down.
Emperor, thumbs down.
Ice Frog is thumbs down to you. This is the part where playing Clockwork is very awkward, where you feel as though you can't really pressure the lanes. We already know that it's difficult for him to go bottom. Mid is pretty much impossible unless maybe commits with a blink. Same kind of issue exists with top. Like, look at this right now. Z-Freak's level 1, might have hit level 2 in the second that I didn't see him. Just got level 2 right now.
Oh, Chessie may actually going down. You don't see that very often, but a Lycan dies in his lane. Move. Has to dodge the paralyzing cast, jumps away. Stormbolt still lands on him. They have the Maledict on him as well, but it looks like he should live, especially with the wand stacks and the phase shift. Though he actually missed that dodge on the second tick. Grabbing the Bandit here. Tough hero to kill, though. Clockwork is going to wrap around, see if he can grab FY, maybe?
Yeah, he wants somebody.
Jesus. They just cannot seem to do a whole lot. He's going to start going on to Chalice here. Gets him inside the cogs, but only level 1 battery assault, not really doing a whole lot of damage for them. Stop attempted. They are going to be able to get the Hex down to stop that one. The Shackles to hold the Brewmaster in. They do manage to get that kill. So Complexity finally gets something out of their safe lane here, as it has been a disaster from the get-go.
I'm not sure what, like, their play is right now. It's kind of difficult. Because even if you're getting these kills, like, they're coming too far between, and your offlane, I think, is still, that is an absolute disaster. It's 8-3 to 21-3. You obviously never compare it to the enemy safe laner. There's no way you can keep up in farm. So you try to compare it roughly to what the enemy offlaner has. But even Sten is absolute free farming.
It's got
Brew having 22 CS is very, very good.
Same as the DOTA. Nice knockback there with the cogs. They do have battery salt as well, but the slow just lasts so long that Lycan can't really keep up. They're going to be able to get the Maledicts on him. Z-Freak should end up going down here. And Chalice just keeps on charging forward. Kyle's not going to be able to TP out in time. Xnova's going to be able to get the double kill there, and Chalice looking to be able to slow down Chessie. Kills the Wolves. And they're going to see if they can try and trap Chessie in the trees here. Now they're going to give up on that one. So, with the Helmet Dominator picked up for the Lycan, he has a ton of regen, or at least
14
a bit of regen.
A bit.
Not as much as you would have with the Lycan next out, the Impulse. Do you think the Wolves was the right play against this lane? I don't think it was.
I'm not sure. Feels like you need HP regen.
Yeah. Hell, even higher levels of Howl would help out these supports when it comes to the play. I know that's not really in vogue right now. That's the ability to people. All right, well, the Wolves, they'll definitely chase down FY unless FY can get the stop. Okay, this is only going to last so long, though, and there is the Catapult to help chase him down. He just needs to juke it out through the trees. He's found him with the Wolves, but there's the Paralyzing Cast. Well played by Xnova, protecting FY, and that is a wasted Shapeshift.
Not the worst ability in the world to have to expend. Relatively inexpensive.
Limp is not having a great time mid either. How did this go so badly for the DOTA? I thought DOTA would do a kind of okay.
It's okay, but Queen of Pain felt unpressured, so he just sat on the high ground. You get 2 points to the dagger. The downside of Queen of Pain nowadays is she doesn't feel like the lane dominator she once was, because everyone just sits on top of your hill. Yeah. And you can't 2-on-1 trade very easily. You get the dagger, it doesn't seem to matter too much.
But here, LGD enabled the co-op by having such an aggressive duo in the off lane, right?
So you have to pay attention to that. And you can't kill her anyways, so is there really a point in bringing heroes there?
Right.
Like, you're not some disruptor that can trade Thunder Strikes. You're a Clockwork that can cog her.
Gank on DOTA, gets the mana shield up, but still has the Paralyzing Cast bouncing back to him. TP in from the puck, but it's not going to be in time. Oh, that was actually a big hit. Limp managed to get so much mana, it's going to be able to save a life. Wow, what a great cogs, bouncing him back, and the bolt's going to snap on all three. Moo gets the double kill. Chalice is going to be in some trouble here because not only the Shackles, they also have the Centaur stunned here, but he should have enough time to be able to get off his ultimate. That said, Complexityl are happy with it being blown as long as they don't lose a hero here. Kyle's going to run down underneath the tower, unable to really juke out these Broodlings. Looks like the Fire Panda should just be able to run him down. Let's see if what happens. Oh, the Brewmaster, ooh, nicely done. Eating his way through the trees. He's going to barely be able to kill Kyle here in a second. Oh, still not enough, and the Centaur stun comes in.
Nice.
Managed to get that kill, X-Nova. Now he's in big time trouble. They're going to be able to pop the Shape-Jip. And he does not have a paralyzing cast for another 8 seconds. Chessie with a double kill. All of a sudden, things have dramatically turned around to the favor of Complexity.
Oh, it was that mid play. It was essentially a triple kill for the Puck. It completely gets him back into the game. Like, if you look at his net worth, he's somehow in front of the Brewmaster.
When he
after the kind of laning phase he had.
Yeah.
He had like 8 CS or something like that. And now his game is completely recovered. He's level 8. He's a higher level than his safe laner. Like, that was phenomenal for them. And that bottom dive. Like, when Kyle lived, you could see he was super hyped. I turned around, he's screaming.
Yeah.
He's spamming the chat wheel. Baited.
Jump here onto Moo. Man, it was all that Mystic Snake, too.
Yes.
Mystic Snake bouncing back to the DOTA gave him so much mana that he just lived for a few more seconds.
Double damage.
Still, though, LGD do have a 2,000 gold lead, so despite everything going well for Complexity, the last minute or so, they are still behind in this game.
Really bad, though, at one point. What was it, like 5K or something?
Almost.
Like, yeah, that was... The sickest part, too, was the cogs. When he pushed him out and it snapped all the coils, because the coil independently, no damage. But the break does a ton of damage.
I gotta have a smoke up here from Moo and Kyle.
Middle tower.
They have level
There
6.
is nobody from LGD at the top lane.
They want to expend their level 6 roster boards and maybe even get a kill off of it, but...
That's a good read by Ame, though, going into his jungle so early on.
He doesn't see anybody at bottom.
Yeah.
Lycan's not playing aggressively, nobody's mid. It's a decent read.
Battery Salt goes down, but they're going to have the snapback here from FY and a pretty easy kill on Z-Freak. He just wanted to pick up his level 6. But Complexity deny. That's him. They are going to be able to get that top tower.
They still have wards, too.
They're going to keep pushing, yeah. Because they've already got Moose standing in front of the mid-tower push, so they can go for tier 2 and not really lose an important tower in return.
Yeah. You can actually hear, like, the Cole guys from here.
Yeah.
And they're shouting right now to, like, take this top. Kyle's like, I have wards. This is the correct play.
It's going to force a reaction out of LGD.
They're going to commit for this tower, though. They should. You shouldn't let this tower get denied. Which is why Chessie popped the wolf form for it. The wolves. That's a very nice early tier 2.
Yeah.
And this is normally how Complexity wants to get their towers, where they're not forced into that position where they have to all in for that mid tier 1. And you have to force that mid tier 1 when you feel like your lineup has to scale like that. But when you have DOTA and Lycan, that kind of pressure isn't on you.
These pushes come a lot more naturally.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because if you don't get the towers, you feel okay. If you do get those towers, it feels like an added bonus.
Yeah, and there they just saw the opportunity. We say, hey, Puck's going to sit mid. He's going to spam out the wave. We're not going to lose anything there. LGD were in turn, they didn't get anything out of that. Like, all that really happened was maybe was farming mid.
They want to take mid tower, though. If LGD could get the mid tower here with some kind of setup, like kill into tower, that'd be really nice.
Problem is, I don't see any way to initiate. Because Chalice, I don't believe, has a Blink Dagger yet. It's only sitting at 3,600 net worth. Oh, he does.
Yeah.
He's just straight up brown boots and a Blink. All right, cool.
I'm down. They have very little catch. Now it's LGD that's...
Well, could be in trouble if he gets Shadow Shaman.
That's a...
Oh, nice catch. Z-Freak's going to be able to find Ame here. Ame going to turn on the God Strength and try and fight him. He's going to go for it.
Double stun.
Get the kill onto... No, the coil stops him just in time. He turns around, gets one more. Oh, Z-Freak, no! Z-Freak, totally unnecessary death there. His allies were definitely going to be able to get that kill without him.
They do manage to nap Kyle at the same time, but still completely agree. Very greedy there.
You really do not oftentimes see Z-Freak make that kind of mistake.
Yeah. He just wanted a little bit too much.
And the mid tower is almost going to die as a result. Chalice.
They're committing hard for this.
Trying to catch him, Moo. Does not have his coil though, so can't really do a whole lot. They'll just deny the mid tower while Chessie solo takes bottom. So that's okay. Looks like they're going to get a kill onto Kyle here. Limp's actually going to pop his ult to make sure they can't turn and fight and kill Kyle, but maybe comes in for the backside. They're going to try and pop the Brewmaster, but still not enough. Moon couldn't get it, and now he's got no real escape mechanism with only a little level in base shift. Can't dodge too much. A blink forward there from maybe. They're not going to be able to find anything more. So 2 kills for Denied Tower. I'd be okay with that if I'm LGD.
And they might even find Chessie here. All stop, does not connect.
Chessie does have shapeshift though. That's going to be hard. They need a really good paralyzing cask, and he immediately ran the wolves away from him to make sure he would not get stunned any longer. Very helpful since he did have that maledict on him. You could see how low he gets here. If he had just taken 1 paralyzing cask stun more, he would have died.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But instead, now he's got Necro too.
That was my proposed nerf for Lycan, by the way.
Stopping the ultimate from
channeling.
Yeah. Completely agreed.
Like, if you stop the channel, though, it wouldn't put it on cooldown.
No, it would just, you would have to
you'd have to redo it.
Yeah. Everyone, I think, kind of agrees that the hero is far too hard to gank when you have to initiate stun him and then chain stun him completely all the way through.
Yeah. They know that the Witch Doctor's here, but he has a ward.
Witch Doctor knows that they're there. What a good paralyzing cask.
They know there's a ward now.
They're going to be able to get Hex. Looks like Kyle's going to have to give up his life. They're going to go for the TP out in the clockwork. He will make it out just fine.
So they dropped the sentry because they're aware.
Yeah.
But they're going to protect that ward anyways.
Holy cow. Ame is so far ahead of everyone else right now. He's got a 25 net worth lead on the Lycan. And they've taken way more towers than LGD has. All LGD has taken so far is just that tier 1 mid.
Yeah, that's
and
like a
safe lane tower,
Omega cleave Sven, though.
Yeah. What do you think about this build?
It's interesting.
It's got to be good versus Lycan, right?
It's all right. Battle Fury feels like the new value. It's like the drums of carry items. Everyone gets it. Like, I think Quad stuns this game.
You saw PL gets it. It's like...
Yeah, when I saw Phantom Lancer and TB get it, I've seen everything. That's when I knew...
The item's too strong at that point. Hookshot does land. Gets him inside the cogs. FY is certainly dead here. Chalice is going to complete his TP, though, and he's going to try and defend this for his team.
Kyle wants to go more.
Oh, tried for it. He managed to get a vision onto him, barely, but he gets off the ultimate. It looks like they lost.
You need to drop wards, Kyle.
And now Kyle needs to drop it because he's going to die in a second here. He does end up burning up to the Brewmaster. Ame's going to look for more here. Nice coil onto 2. Plus they're going to pop the Medusa ultimate, and he's just going to go for the TP out. At the same time, though, the Brewmaster did catch an extra one. Chessie managed to get a kill, but he's locked up in the tornado. If they can get a stun here, but they don't have a stunner.
That was so weird. So he actually didn't have wards up, but he was still willing to go behind the tower.
Yeah.
But when you're Rasta, so I thought he was making that move because he had wards up, and I should have just seen the green dot.
Yeah.
And I would have known whether. I always forget that, but you have really bad move speed. You have no escape mechanism.
Quickly. Yeah.
You only go behind there if you're just dropping wards and then running back, because there's no way you live.
Yeah.
When you're that deep as a Shadow Shaman.
Yeah.
You have 345 move speed. You got raindrops as his defensive item. Like, that was wild. It's very hard to burst that Brewmaster in that position. They forced a buyback though, right?
Did they?
Thought they did.
No?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. ET. Oh. Seafreak in trouble. Does have a 4-staff already, so he actually gets himself into the river. To the loving arms of his Complexity family, who are actually going to help him out here. Maybe actually picks up an Invis ring at the same time Colin gets initiated. Drops wards on himself. Storm's going to go down and immediately dies. Ame is able to finish him off. Ward's going to be dropped for nothing here, it seems. LGD are beginning to read the pace that Complexity's taking. They're actually taking fights to Complexity. Jump in. Hookshot is going to be able to grab Maybe. Maybe does not have an easy blink out of this one, but barely gets himself away. And now what a drop. The paralyzing cast does not stop. a Sonic Wave. Nails Lip in the back lines as well. He actually is out of mana now, but they can't go for that kill. FY is going to go for the Stomp. Coil interrupts instead, and it looks like just the minions of Chessie will run down all of these heroes. A snap onto the Witch Doctor makes that kill a little bit easier. FY tries to get out as well, but is met by Kyle. So a 1-for-2 exchange there. This time LGD overextending themselves a bit, maybe kind of getting caught.
That cast snap combo was sick though.
Yeah.
Into the air splitter.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
They want to get Roshan next if you're Complexity. And right now, like, I think Cole,
Well, they see
it's okay. They probably really don't like the fact that Kyle has died so many times.
Through essentially. So they know he's here, and surprise, he actually didn't see the two supports who were sitting right next to the tree. What a great read of them. All they can hope is that they just don't lose a hero to Ame here, and it looks like they're going to be able to kite him out.
Dude, Ame's not dying. He's just fighting them.
They've run out of damage. They're waiting for the next round of nukes. They're going to have silence, and finally they do get him. 70 seconds.
If he got one more stun off, he would have killed Z-Free.
Chessie goes for the TP out here, does not have Shapeshift. They must have made that read because the Brewmaster pops his ultimate, stop the TP. Chessie will go down.
That is a massive kill for them to grab. That's his unstoppable spree.
Carries end up dying on both.
Maybe it's a very, very weird build, by the way.
He has a Battle Fury. That is already
he's a Battle Fury into Shadow Blade. No Blink, no S&Y. It's very tanky, but you figured he'd want to get on top of heroes for the follow-up.
Is he picking up the shit? Does he just anticipate a lot of flip pushing from the Puck and the Lycan? And
yeah, I guess.
Because let me ask you this, like, hold up. Lim's super dead. He just ran out of mana instantly. They do manage to get the coil with the ultimate going down. They've already paralyzed X-Nova, and it looks like they're going to be able to catch the Brewmaster as well as he's locked in by the shackles. Wow. He lost so much HP so quickly, but as soon as he got that ultimate off, all that damage stopped.
Dude, you heavily underestimated how hard it is to kill a DOTA. You pop.
He lost his mana like instantly.
Yeah, but you just like pop wand, and all of a sudden, for some reason, the mechanic is that you just get like an extra 600 health.
All right. Well, we've used Hookshot on an illusion. So when do you get Shadow Blade versus Blink on some of these heroes? What's the concept? Conceptually, what's the difference for you?
Well, for Shadow Blade, it's that you can flip push a lot more.
Okay. And
you can catch split pushers. It allows you to be mobile around where you think they have wards. The downside, of course, is that it's not reliable. When you're Sven, it's going to be harder for you to get your stun off or get on top of people.
Careful then.
So when you only have this stun as your gap close, you usually get Blink Dagger so that you can follow up.
Yeah.
It does put a lot of pressure on supports to like constantly have vision though, which is a bit annoying. And now the gold lead has been cut relatively.
Shadow Blade's going to catch Chessie here. They do manage to get the ensnare off, but Ame just does way too much damage.
Yeah, that's where Shadow Blade's nice.
Yeah. But then again, the same play could be
Blink, if you had Blink, you would have gotten that kill too, right? Now they immediately go in the Roche pit.
Maybe just like the attack speed. He like how tiny
hits for a lot. 2,700 health, hits for 500.
Kill the Scouting Wolves. They are going to go for this move. It's maybe going to jump in with Z-Freak, managed to get the coil. They want a combination with the Snake coming in as well. Now the ultimate, they drop the ET ultimate, but it doesn't matter. So many heroes in the pit are going to end up going down here. Brewmaster got his ultimate off though. Z-Freak could not keep that mini stun, managed to get out of the pit. The Cox is also pushing Ame around. They managed to get a stun onto the DOTA, but Ame's going for that back line. Wants to be able to clean up some of these supports. Managed to get Kyle already. Moo blinks himself away. Not able to get the lockdown on him, and a TP out from the DOTA. They have no stuns left to be able to follow that one up, so that fight actually looks so good for Complexity at first, but the fact that Brewmaster got up his ultimate and Ame snagged up the Aegis makes things kind of okay for LGD.
I think that was fantastic for Cole. They got Queen of Pain. They only lost to Shadow Shaman.
Yeah.
DOTA got out. Like that was like supposed to be the 4 or 5k net worth swing in favor of LGD. They killed Queen of Pain for Shadow Shaman and they burned the Aegis immediately. The gold was pretty even for that. And normally when that happens, it goes the other way completely.
Witch Doctor gonna try and heal Chalice as best he can. Chalice trying to live through the battery assault, won't make it though.
Gets even better. Now they're only down by K.
Yeah. B-Freak's gonna make it out. Finishes up his
Dire's middle
upgraded
tower
urn.
is under attack.
I forgot the name of it.
Spirit Vessel.
Spirit Vessel.
That item is
super strong.
oh, it's so good. Offensively and defensively.
All these strength heroes are all hopped up on regeneration right now.
Yeah.
You just nip that in the bud. They've even got a witch doctors trying to help out.
It always scales so nicely too.
The build-up is really nice. Extra movement speed, bit booster, sure. Take both of those.
Oh, the smoke, but a double stun. Oh no, he's gonna kill these two so quickly. Z-Freak does manage to get out with a 4 staff, but now he's stuck inside the camp, so he's kind of done for. Ame though, he's gonna need to help out FY here, as he's currently being run down by all these Necronomicon minions. X-Nova's there as well, so they get an extra 400 gold for that as well.
Okay, the brothers almost died together.
What is that? Tornado tops them in the air. Fuels.
You see Moose build though? He's trying to go for the Ags for the control factor.
Yeah, he
it's like
needs
one of the
that
best
stun,
items
right?
against the Sven. LGD feels it. They want to end the game.
Yeah, with the Sven that's 7,000 net worth above a DOTA.
But he still has like the same problems. Like you saw when they 3-on-1 corralled him, he's just Benny Hill music playing, everyone's just locking him down nonstop. It takes him so long to kill people. That's always kind of been the knock on Sen is there is a point in the game where it feels as though your hero just falls off.
That's why we were seeing like a while back the Echo Saber build,
Yeah.
just because the 2 instant hits was so important.
Well, you wanted to delay, in the past you wanted to delay going BKB as long as you could on Sven. Because BKB charges are like your end game situation that matters the most on Sven. Once they start to run out. And I think he's already used like 2 or 3 of them.
Lycan, they have the Brewmaster here. And an Orchid, actually, they could just kill him without Shapeshift being used at all. Good Centaur stun. Z-Freak's going to try and help out here. Gets a good urn onto maybe as well. And cogs up the Brewlings, but unfortunately he grabbed the Lycan as well. He's going to Shapeshift, run out of that one. Tossed up in the air, but they really don't have the damage to finish him off unless the rest of the team comes in. Look at this. Ame is here, and he's going to show. Actually gets coiled up already. They're going to buy back on the DOTA. He's going to come in, and he's going to instantly pop that ultimate. They need a way to be able to stop this one. He instantly gets Orchided up. Has to 4-staff himself a little bit farther away. ET stun. Brings it back into Ame. He's running low on mana. They just burst him down with a Sonic Wave. Oh no, Complexity pop back for that one. Cole, they need to make this turn into a win somehow by chasing down some heroes, but they just don't have the catch anymore. They bought back and still died on the DOTA, and all they got was a Brewmaster and a Quap. They didn't even kill the Sven.
Did he pre-channel the ults?
No, he did not.
Yeah, no Stone Gaze was cast in that one.
He really needed to pre-channel that ult.
Yeah.
If you pre-channel the ult there, then LGD have to run away from you. That was very fast though from Maybe.
Yeah.
Got the instant Orchid. I think he had the same thought. He's like, oh crap.
Yep.
Then he saw, was like, wait a second.
Oh, look at this smoke. LGD, I love this. Keeping up the pace. Going straight for the Shadow Shaman. Paralyzing cast is ready to go for the Lycan, but they don't really have the stuns to go for him, so just a support kill.
This kind of pace, Complexity, they're doing such a good job for a while, and it feels like these like mental lapses.
Yeah.
Where they're just not thinking, and they're just getting punished. And LGD, this is like a very quick team. In both games that they played, they're playing around the map. They don't farm. They just get kills and they move and they move and they move, and that kind of pace is very hard for a lot of teams to keep up with.
That was my complaint about the other less successful Chinese teams at ESL won Genting, right? LGD-Gaming and LFY, they both were very slow in the fact that they did not take advantage of opportunities given to them and pressure really heavily. Z-Freak lays down the cog, still has Hookshot as well. And he's completely burned Ame out of mana. He's going to get Orchided up. Cole to help him.
Still going to be locked in. Maybe he can get it back. Oh, nice. Hook shot over to FY. Still going to be run down by so many of these heroes. His team is not trying to help him here.
Space created.
That's always been kind of a knock on Chinese teams. Like, that they go for the 5-mans, they play a little bit slower. But LGD are playing very, very quick right now. It feels like the meta has quickened.
Yeah.
They noticed Newbie.
Exactly. I was thinking they must have picked up tips from Newbie, because Newbie 5-man as well.
But they
played super fast.
They played very quick around the map. It was very hard to keep up that pace. And they're doing it with different heroes too. Newbie had this like reliance. As much as everyone talked about the Naga, the Disruptor was just as core to that concept.
That's a long shot.
This is cool to watch. If you just like Dota, like high-level Dota,
yeah,
like it's interesting the meta shift, how people are adapting. And the Shadow Blade build from Ame, like nobody feels safe right now.
Yeah. With the Mask of Madness, S and Y, he's got a lot of attack speed. He can bring anybody down with just one stun.
Even Atos the Centaur, leave no witnesses.
Take the tier 1 as well. Ame is just merciless. I love the fact they picked up the gem as well, because we saw the problem with Complexity, where a bounty hunter was scouting them out while they were 5-manning the whole entire time. Here it's the wolves from Complexity, but with the gem, that threat becomes a whole lot easier to deal with.
Yeah. And if you're Complexity right now, like you're kicking yourselves, because if you look at the rest of the net worth, like it's very similar. Like, they've done a very good job of keeping up. But 1 or 2 bad fights in the Sven, all of a sudden.
Oh my god, he's level 25 already. It's 29 minutes.
29. Ame is popping off right now.
He went for the 40 plus God Strength.
What is the other one?
My hammer.
Does anybody go for the hammer CD?
Coming in.
Never see.
Yeah, same.
Maybe you could get the hammer dispel as well.
If you're support
Sven.
Support Sven, 25 with eggs. Get it.
Ame tries for the Storm Bolt. Misses on move. He's going to be able to blink back. LGD just kind of poking at Complexity. See if they can get that pick that turns it into a free push on the tier.
Nice sentry. The wild thing, though, is that Cole could still win. There is a timing that exists where their DOTA gets 6 slotted and can hold against the Sven, who, once he gets 6 slotted, like, what else is he going to do? Just get weaker and weaker because of the BKB charges.
This is probably the moment where we have the biggest difference and impact between the Sven and the DOTA, right?
Yeah, but the DOTA is now picked up for level 20, which is the 2000 HP effective talent.
Caught the clockwork, may not have the God Strength, is going to be able to force stab out, has a hook shot, misses his ally. Kyle juked his brother.
Oh, someone's not getting a present.
Christmas dinner is going to be very awkward.
Is under attack.
Keep going. Clockwork Death isn't that much.
What
Enough
was
to take the tier 2 bottom.
What was like a 1,000 gold lead? All of a sudden, 11k. The Roshan fight went like above average, but that top engagement just completely lost them the map right now. That's a 6-slotted Slen who is now getting full butterfly queued up.
A little bit surprised Chessie's not at the top lane right now. Actually managed to get a push all the way to the tier 3. It's taken a good amount of damage too. So
there's no TP also on the Sven, and he's your killer.
Yeah, I think he actually could have maybe even taken a Rax there.
Yeah, feels like they're a little bit out of sync. So I know the net worth says 12k. That's undeniable. But maybe if you kill Sven with Ags, all of that changes.
You're saying the X-Puck. Yeah, very important to be able to get down in these team fights on the Sven.
He needs to catch that.
So still working. Manta. Not a great sign. Puck's ahead of you in that one.
Rock it on.
He's getting the Manta to counter the Orchid, but the Sven will still chew through him. They're gonna smoke up.
Why, preferably you'd like to see that DOTA be working on a Scotty by now, but unfortunately, a little bit behind. LGD 4-manned up by the mid lane while Sven goes for the split push at top lane. Complexity though. See this as an opportunity.
They could get the puck
right. Oh, the smoke is popped. They didn't have their dust here on the front lines. They didn't have their disabler.
That was a kill.
That was definitely
That was a kill, and nobody from LGD was
And
close.
look at this. LGD are just going to smoke up as a 5-man and wrap right into Complexity. They're going to go the long way around.
This
Make
is the right
sure
way
the
to do
Complexity definitely get caught by something. Or maybe they just go into the high ground. Yeah, just go into the high ground.
Oh.
They're not going to be here fast enough.
They're saying, you think we're at Roche?
They do have the glyph. That'll give Complexity time to be able to TP back.
Nobody's at Roche, guys.
Tower dies so quickly.
And they popped the Deuce ult. That's a lot of their team fight.
Oh, and the shapeshift. That is so much of their team fight. Does get away. AKB is going to be popped. Z-Freak Edge, 4 staff away. They are going to be able to get the Hex down, but maybe the backlines. What a huge Sonic Wave. Managed to nail both the supports. Finish off one. FY actually controls himself against the Lycan, so he's not going to be feasted upon. Chalice barely dying to that last hit from Lim, but it's really all their damage is gone now. So the 2 cores of LGD can just go straight to the melee racks. Orchid goes down the DOTA just to kind of interrupt her a little bit.
They are completely ignoring her.
Yeah. As they should just go for that melee racks.
They don't even want to.
Bo trying to kind of harass up these heroes, see if they can open things up a little bit. They are beginning to get low now.
They could get this kill.
Ame protected by a stomp from FY. Not low enough though. They need some extra catch. It's going to be up to Moo, but he's already been orchided up, so he has to retreat.
Oh, they really needed to commit for that.
Maybe FY goes for the long orb jump. And a blink. I mean, at least the gem. You've got to kill FY here. Recover that gem at least. They do get that.
Oh, they get the Sven kill. It's so important for them at this point. He's so far ahead of the pack. They would have gotten quite the bounty for getting that one.
And now the Sven is an entirely different beast. With that butterfly picked up, the DOTA does jack all again.
They're going to commit for the Roshan, and they've got all in for this. There's no other play at this point.
Yeah. Brewmaster actually picking up the Aghanim Scepter. FY, he knows what's going on. He's going to TP to the shrine, get his spirit inside of the pit, see if he can stall up. He knows this is do or die for Complexity.
Yeah, for Complexity, there's no other option. They cannot give this Sven or this Queen of Pain the Aegis.
Roche at half HP. Ame working his way to the side here. Is going to go for Z-Freak first with the God Strength. Interrupted by the Quell, though. Good play. They are going to be able to dodge out that play from Move. Get jumped in. Elder Titan going to be low. Jesse's going to go for the chase here, but popped his BKB. It's going to run out soon. Managed to get the task and flow onto so many of these heroes, but still, Ame and Maybe are going to be going through this backline, cleaning up hero after hero. FY actually stays alive, gets the stomp off. He's going to punch him to death. Kill that wolf. FY, what a swaggy play as Complexity lose out on the Roshan. Said do or die for Complexity. Apparently the answer is die. LGD will get the Aegis cheese and seemingly be in a good position to be able to end this game.
So well done by FY. Just like, I actually have enough damage. Bonk. Bonk. And that's the problem, is that this Lycan can't really go for the cores, whereas this Sven is just like a god. He goes for whoever it feels like. Nullifier.
Nullifier. Destroying the poor puck.
Yeah. Maybe feels as though he can't be touched either. The 2 cores from LGD have had a fantastic series.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
It'll be a very quick wrap-up from them now, as they are going to go straight for the throne with nobody left alive. Nobody has fought back.
That's it. GG. Man, LGD only played a couple of series with this squad. Chalice joining them and X-Nova replacing Yao. And they beat LFY, they beat DOTA. Said, okay, this team's better than them, but how much better are they? And by just stomping Complexity, I think they've proven themselves to be a very credible threat for that grand finals.
Yeah. Cole for me is kind of like the gatekeeper team.
Yeah.
If you do worse than them, then you're not quite ready. If you do better than them, well, maybe you're ready to enter tier 2+. Because tier 1 for me is reserved for like 5 teams.
5 teams only is in tier 1 for you?
Yeah, that's, you got to keep it prestigious.